What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. It's actually been a long time since I've done a tutorial, so I thought let's get back into it. Um, Over the last few months, many of you have asked me tutorials related to Serum, and today I'm back with another tutorial showing something rather interesting. I'm guessing at this point a lot of you would have seen tutorials about making leads and stuff like that, and sounds and etc. etc. Similar today, but we are going to learn some new techniques which you can actually apply and try to do something interesting. This is a bit more advanced, actually not that complicated, but it's more utilizing the formula feature in Serum, which a lot of people are not quite aware of, and another really awesome feature, which is the wavetable capture. So I'm just going to be going through all that stuff. um, some of the things, especially the formula ones, I'm still kind of learning myself a bit more in depth, but I shall give you an overview. So essentially, what you need to do is you need to come here in the wavetable editor, and over here you will find a section where you can actually enter formulas, mathematical formulas. Now, Serum already has some inbuilt ones here. As you can see, when you click on singles, these are basically single equation waveforms, wavetables, and then you have more complex and multi waveforms, the wavetables, um, and then you have user and user single and multis, which is basically what you make. So you can actually access this when you come here. You have here show Serum presets folder. That's essentially in a nutshell how you would access it. Now, how this works is you essentially write a formula and then it actually produces a waveform. Now, the Serum has a sort of inbuilt kind of language for this to work, and I'm not going too much into it because I'm still learning it myself. But just to give you a quick example of how simple things work, some simple formulas. A standard saw wave would be an X, right? Um, you could do things like, let's say, X. That gives you another waveform. Let's say X. There's another one. Here's another. Here. So you can see there's the more formulas you enter, and you can actually create a whole different wavetable altogether. Now these are just basic ones. I mean, there's a lot more. I think the square is that's the square wave. So yeah, that's pretty much I what I mostly know. And then, for example, you just have to select them all. I'm going to go spectral here, and then I come here to the wavetable editor, and I can see my waveform here. Now let me just quickly make something. Let's say a lead or a sequence, or just let's say a simple sound. Play it. Pretty cool. That's something that you made, let's say, just by utilizing mathematics, right? So the more complex ones, if you're really good at math and understanding the language of equations and everything, then you can do some really really interesting and unique ones. But for the time being, you can actually just experiment and see how it works and how it and what kind of equations and formulas you can enter to make things interesting. I mean, this is just another interesting way to kind of get away from the normal way of producing music. I find this quite fascinating. I mean, I'm still, like I said, I'm still learning more of the equations and the formula that Serum utilizes. Probably I will make a video more of it when I'm probably more well versed with it. So let's say. So in a nutshell, that's how you pretty much um, make the waveforms. I mean, you can go more and type in more formulas, and you will get um, more 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 cycle of wavetable. Let me just go back to the normal preset here, just to show you what more can be done. So now that's just using a combination of very basic kind of waveforms. Now, when you click here, you will see how the formulas are made. Now, the first one was just the saw, which was basically X. You can just get a basic sine wave, a saw wave from that. Um, this is what a sine wave is. That's the formula for a sine wave, a square like this. So you can actually now add, let's say I'm adding a square here. Next one I'll add, let's say, organish, something else, sawn log. So you can see the equations get a lot more complex as it goes by. But it's something nice to try. And why not? Yes. So now maybe some more here. Maybe I'll try square triangle. So again, quite some waveforms, same process, spectral. Come back here. Here you go. So here's one that you made with a combination of all those different singles. Um, Now those are just the single ones, and of course then you have. Oh, sorry. Then you have multis, which is obviously a combination of everything, and let's say harmonic sync. That's the formula you need to kind of derive or reach at um, to get this particular waveform, right? So that's the waveform here. So instead of randomly taking any of these presets here, you can actually make something more interesting and unique just by using these mathematical formulas, and try something different from the norm, and you might get really interesting results, especially if your math is really good and you can make some really good equations. Sky's the limit here. So that's that, and let's jump to the next one, which is actually really kind of blew my mind away when I came to know you could do something like this in Serum. I mean, I was not aware of this feature for a while, but when I came to know, it actually made a huge difference in capturing a lot of interesting sounds. And that is the wavetable capture feature. Well, what exactly is that? So let's say I have anything that's playing. Let's say I have a wavetable here from Ableton, right? So I'm just going to make some sort of sounds. I'm just going to automate it quickly. maybe something else also. So let's say we have this sequence, and which is playing from Wavetable. Now, what you do is you add Serum effects, not the Serum instrument, the Serum effects. And when you open that here, and when you come into the Wavetable editor, click on it, you have here a feature called as capture. And this is quite brilliant. So what it does, I can capture anything that's playing from this channel. So it can be anything. It can be now I'm using Wavetable. It can be any other synth, any synth that you like. It can be a sample, whatever it is. So I'm just going to play it. I'm just going to capture it. And there we have. So we have now full wavetables from the Ableton wavetable. Now what you have to do is come here, click on spectral, normalize. So now here you can see the full waveform here. And the best part about it is you can actually also listen to it. You just click here on Note Latch. Pretty cool. Let me just go down one octave. See how that sounds. Then all you gotta do is just save it. Let's say WT3. Now let's say I'm going to take some other synth. What shall we take? Okay. Let's say from Surge, some sequence. Let's say something like this. So I'm going to capture this now. So there you have the one from Surge. Same process, spectral, normalize. Save it. Now I will open Serum. And I can just crop this one. And the previous one that I made here somewhere. Yep. So here we have two different wavetables from two different synths. So now we can adjust and play around with it and see we can sculpt some cool sounds. So let me try this. Whoop. Here. Let's try this one on lower octave. And there you go. So you can really make some really cool sounds with it. And this is just by using two other different sound sources from those two different synths. You can actually add in the one that you want, whichever synth you're using, samples, whatever it may be, and capture this waveform through this technique, and build some really cool wavetables from other formats, from other synths. If you have a hardware, take a hardware connected to your computer and take off record it, and take the wavetables also from the hardware, and you can get some really cool stuff that other people will probably not have. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope that you will try this technique, and then let me know in the comment section what you think about it, and also any other interesting Serum videos that you want. Please let me know in the comments, and I will try my best to come up with something really interesting. So until next time, see you later.